So when I was young, I did live with my dad beforehand, and then he moved to Reading. So I moved in with my mum, and I did start taking drugs when I was young. And I have like some younger brothers and sisters and things, so my family just asked me to leave, which is definitely fair enough. I understood at that time. So that's then when I went to go and live in the hostel on my own. It was quite tough where I wasn't with my family, so I probably was quite vulnerable before I met him. When I first met him, we went and had cocktails with my friend, and I just remember we got really drunk, and I was only like 16 at the time, so I didn't really ever drink much alcohol, so I was really drunk. And then we got back to the hostel, and I don't really remember that night very well, but that was on that first night. That's then when he did rape me on the first night, and because I was so out of it, I didn't really know what was going on. And I just remember at the end of the night him just handing me like loads of money, um, and then he just left, and I was quite unsure of the situation, what was really going on. But my friend, she just said that he'll help us out, and we won't really have to worry about money and things much anymore because he'll help us. My friend, she actually met him through doing like car meets with him. So he would meet up with her in the car in like a car park somewhere and just give her money, and she would give him like sexual favours and things, which I wasn't aware of at the start. I didn't know that was going on. And then he introduced her into like webcamming. He always just had this spin like, I want to help you. So I thought, oh, okay, he's doing a nice thing. He doesn't want her to be a prostitute anymore, that she won't have to meet men. It will just be behind like a computer screen. And I helped her like a couple of times, like over a couple of days, just sitting on the webcam, we're just talking. It was quite harmless. I just thought, oh, okay. And she said that we'd get like so much money like per like call, like every chat and things like that. So we're just having a bit of a laugh, just me and her at first. And then we had some money and everything was okay, so we didn't have to worry about it too much. But it was then when I moved from that hostel to a different hostel, that's then when he gave me like a computer and he asked me if I wanted to webcam as well. And he just always mentioned that like I'd never have to meet anyone, they would never hurt me, and he just made that so clear. Every day I would go on the webcam. It's normally between like the hours of like 7 p.m. till like 4 in the morning. That was normally like the shift. So as soon as I'd done that, um, I would normally work out like by every chat I've had, like how much money I've roughly made. I didn't ever do that at the start. I just said next day, like, how much have I made, Jason? And then he would tell me. But then I realised that what he was saying to what I thought it was slightly different. So then I started like making sure of like my calculations. Then I would tell him, okay, this is what I think I've made, and he'd always be like, no, that's not what you've made, I've done the calculations, this is what you've made. So I was always short. Like I was always finding, I was asking for like £5 or £7, and I was thinking in my head, like, I've definitely sat like for a whole week and I've done like a good, like, quite a few shifts, so why have I not made as much money as I thought? Like when I met Jason, I thought he was actually my boyfriend. So he made the relationship sound like we were boyfriend and girlfriend, and we would go out, and obviously we would have sex and things like that. So we would start having sex at first, and then he would then bring out his camera. And he would always say at first it was for his like own purposes for when he gets home and things like that. But that it was then when he started making the videos more often and then putting them online that the videos started to get a lot worse. Like he would actually start hurting me. And then what, like, I asked him after a video, like, why was that? Like, why did you hurt me so bad? And he was like, it's just for the videos. It's just for the videos. Like, I love you. Don't think I want to harm you or anything. But it was just one point when he gave me like loads of drugs, and I just remember my eyes starting rolling back, and I just didn't really know what was going on. And he started like hitting me in the face and slapping me and spitting on me. That's then when I thought, actually, this isn't for love. like he's just doing this for the like video purposes.